Hi, everybody. Welcome to Inside the Yankees. I'm Nancy Newman. We've got a lot in store for you today. We have the latest edition of Bronx Beat. It's on the way. We will also take you to the stadium to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the blockbuster film Jaws, as only the Yankees can. And later in the show, we hear from CC Sabathia as he remembers his iconic world champion 2009 Yankees. But first, let's hit the streets of the Bronx.
When you walk in our doors, you belong here. Regardless of where you came from, regardless of what came before these moments, we are here to support you.
It is very warm, it is inviting, it is inclusive. It's not just a place to learn and thrive, of course it is because it's a school, but a place to develop socially and emotionally.
Everyone is different, that's what life should be like. Everyone should be coming from different places so we can learn from each other and grow.
You know, when you walk in our buildings, you can feel something special here. There's a warmth and an energy and a joy in our schools, and underneath all of that is these strong relationships that we've built over the years.
Dream started 34 years ago as a Little League baseball program called Harlem RBI. Since that time, it's obviously grown a lot, first into summer learning and then into after school, then as a pioneer in the work now known as sports-based youth development, and eventually this network of extended day, extended year charter schools with a focus on life success.
Dream has always been community-based at its roots. We grew from the community. We pride ourselves on being deeply connected with our communities. And today, we span multiple communities in New York City, serving over 3,000 young people in our schools and in our post-secondary program.
Dream is the best charter school in the nation. And the reason why is because we are the only charter school that's intentionally creating systems and structures that upend generational poverty and working to create long-term outcomes for youth. And so we just don't care about academic growth. We just don't care about social emotional learning growth. We actually really care about who our students become.
One thing that I appreciate about Dream is that our curriculum is the constructivist approach, which means that students get to make meaning and we give them opportunities to build more knowledge and try different strategies. And so having that type of curriculum supports them in being more independent and then just having more agency of their learning.
Teachers, they try to make more of a connection with you. Here they focus on social emotional learning, sports, and academics at all times, which is really exciting.
We really do deeply believe in students' limitless potential, and you can see that in how we engage, how we discipline, how we support, and not just in the instruction. And so I think you can feel that.
The next picture you see, what is this person doing or making? Hector?
This is a chef.
A chef.
He's making for you.
He's making food for you. Yes, do we have a chef here?
Yes.
Yes, we do. We have a really great chef here. Okay, good.
Here at Dream, the relationships between students and teachers are very intimate and very sacred. And so they work very intentionally to get to know each and every single student inside and out so that they really can know them, meet their needs, their learning needs, their social and emotional needs, and also they actually are our front lines to meeting the family needs.
We try to really give a whole experience. You know, maybe when you feel like you're at your best, it's on the baseball field. Maybe when you feel like you're at your best, you're in the classroom. So we like to give a lot of at-bats into those different areas to make sure that they are able to be their authentic selves and able to find what they're truly good at.
Baseball and the power of teams has really always been core to the identity and mission of this place. And while baseball is only one of many sports here, it's still very much the DNA and the acorn, and a lot of the things that helped us grow in those early stages are still here today.
The Dream buildings are buzzing from 7 in the morning until 7 at night. There is always something happening in our school buildings, whether it's the basketball kids who show up early in the morning to play in the gym before school starts, or after school when you get to choose from a variety of options, theater, chorus, or you want to be on the debate and speech team. And all of those are options here at Dream.
We also do a lot of professional development where we engage in what it means to differentiate. We also have snapshots of our students, so we know things that they thrive in. We know areas that they need to focus on.
You get to build your own legacy. You get to have your own mindset. The fact that you can be your own person without feeling judged, without feeling different.
Community is not a noun, it's an action. And what we really are trying to create here is a network of supports that students have when we think about students living in poverty, living at the margins, dealing with so many different systems of oppression. What's actually required to get you through that and to get you to move into middle class or to move into upper class is that we actually need to provide a safety net for you.
All kinds of people belong at Dream. That's part of our core values. And the reality is, we live in a diverse world where we're gonna come in contact with people who look different from us and think differently from us and have different opinions from us. And we think it's part of our mandate as a school, as an organization, to prepare students for the reality of that world so that they can go out in the world and be ambassadors and be engaged citizens.
We have different resources, we do open houses, we give out food, we recycle uniforms. You can see it in everything that we do, that we really strive to take care and be a part of the community.
It was really important for us to come to the Bronx and open schools in a way that was really integrated with what the community needed and wanted.
Of course, the Bronx is like one of the best known communities, not only in New York City, but in all the world. And we try and leverage that energy and passion and commitment to lifting ourselves up to drive our work here at Dream.
We are more than a school. We really are trying to be a model and proof point for what it means to upend generational poverty. And we invest deeply to make that possible. And that's the only way it is possible because of the level of investment and intentionality that we put into our model and all of the systems and structures that touch our kids every day.
Teachers here, you know they believe in you. Even if you score low, they won't stop trying to test you, believe in you. They're always gonna have more and more faith in you the further you go.
At the end of the day, Dream is not leaving out their original community, so their teachers, their staff, the people who are putting on these things that make our kids so wonderful, that makes the kids want to come back to school every day and just like they love Dream so much that they want to come back and work here. So different things like that I feel like are really important, is that like Dream really caters to their staff.
Dream really is family to me, and being able to support these young people as they find themselves in critical junctures of their lives has meant a whole lot to me. We're not just, after GPAs, we're after the whole child.
This is an organization that is built to last. The challenges and problems we are trying to solve took many generations to create, and we don't think they'll be fixed by any silver bullet, but we do think Dream's approach to going deep with kids over long periods of time is transformational, not just for individual kids, but whole communities. And that's what makes it a fun and powerful place for people to come every day.
When we talk about what matters the most to us, we talk about outcomes. Who are our young people going to be when they're 25 years old? What role do they play in the world? What possibility and potential and promise can they achieve given all of the years that they've been with us at Dream?
We are here at Yankee Stadium, and it is the 50th anniversary of the classic movie Jaws. So we made a milkshake to theme with the 50th anniversary. So again, we start with our Yankee Hurricane glass. We get our raspberry sauce, really staying on theme here with the Jaws. He would bite his enemies, and then, And then we have our vanilla milkshake base. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of create a scene here. So we have this great vanilla whipped cream. We have our Jaws blue gummy sharks. They're gonna be swimming around the whipped cream. And then, when you're falling off your boat, you got your little lifesavers. So we have our lifesavers, these delicious gummy lifesavers, to save our life from the Jaws. And last but not least is a straw. So we can really get in there and enjoy all these delicious flavors. And then just to top it off, a little more of that raspberry sauce blood.
Oh man, it makes me feel old, I'll tell you that, you know, because I saw the original. I was with my family. My stepfather was on the Navy base in Norfolk, Virginia. We went to see the movie. I got back to the hotel room, scared to open the door. Thought water and sharks were coming out.
So we started looking at the Jaws movie because of the 50th anniversary, but you know, this milkshake sort of came about of sort of taking back the ocean. We were all afraid of the ocean as a kid because of Jaws, but you know, kids, candy, Jaws, it all kind of worked out. So we have two circling sharks around these lifesavers. So it kind of recreates a scene you might have seen in the movie. And again, it's fun. You can get chocolate, you can get vanilla, you can get both flavors. It just kind of makes it fun and easy.
Welcome back to Inside the Yankees. The minor league system within the Yankees organization is something that is cultivated and valued. So let's head down to the farm and take a look at what life is like for the Hudson Valley Renegades. From player development to game day routine, here's an all-access look.
I think, atmosphere and environment is key. When those things are like in the right place, it makes the winning seem extremely good. So I'm just trying to, maintain this clubhouse the best way I can, put guys in position to be successful.
All right, listen, look, this is what they got. So they got we're only gonna read the guy in the front. The other two guys are just getting reps. So all three guys over here are reading the guy in the front of the line.
At this level of the minors, there's always something to work on, some area to improve.
All right, they're gonna do one of three things. They're gonna cross over, shuffle, shuffle, steal. That gives you a chance to bounce. They're gonna cross over, shuffle, shuffle, just secondary, or they might just steal from a traditional. And we can't be trying to take off behind them if we see them make that bad jump. You got it? Got it. All right, let's do it. Two lines, three lines. Three lines. Omar, on you. Good. You had a little extra bounce in there.
Coop is awesome. He's super laid back, but he also makes sure that the guys are getting their work in. It's not a boot camp around here, but there are parameters and there are rules and rules to follow. But he sets a pretty good tone for the rest of the team.
Hey, everybody, one line, everybody. Everybody.
From base stealing to defense, the position players keep things light.
So now you're here, so we're gonna do like this, so we're gonna slow it down. We throw to the tag, and we're gonna create a some competition. Yeah. Whoever won, they're not pick them up. So it's gonna be to force, to stay serious. Exactly. Let's go. No. Safe. Yeah, it's in contact. Look at that. Better now, oh boy. 4-0-2. Ow, let's go. Let me see it. Oh, he's inside. 3-8. 3-8. 390. Oh, boy. Oh! Let's go. Oh, boy. Nice job. Who win?
You are the winner. You.
Let's go second and third, 2 outs.
We love being in the cage. That's our fun time. That's our place where we go to work. We get the music going and great vibes in there. And guys all have different objectives that they're working on, and we're all chasing different things we're trying to get better at, but we have a great time doing it in there.
I like this song. You like it? Dancing with your girl in the beach?
Woo! In the beach?
Hey.
Nothing compares to GMRPP.
Why is that?
It's so fun to watch. It's like consistent, like 114. just like. Yeah, how good were G-Mart's BPs to watch?
Dog, it's insane.
Lovely.
What's your plan today?
Quarter. Stay in the quarter.
Yeah.
He's fastball. It's 91, 92.
Ball, good ball, good ball. That's money, bro. Coins. Coins in your wallet. Clink, 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 clink.
We have a great group of guys. We all get along super well. You know, and we've won a lot, so that helps obviously. You know, when you're winning baseball, it's fun baseball.
It's game time, and on the mound tonight is Ben Hess. He was the Yankees' first-round pick in 2024.
Hess is great. He's a competitor. He likes to win. He likes to do well. And so it's channeling that competitiveness into preparation and other aspects that are going to help him between the lines so that when he goes out there, he feels prepared and he feels comfortable and confident.
Yep, 0 for 1. Here we go, Benjamin.
While his team is up to bat, Cooper watches from the first base coach's box.
Hold right here, Rock.
I shouldn't have swung at that pitch, but it worked.
It definitely worked. Here we go. Stick to the report. Up, 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 up! The swing decision. Might try to go early, especially if he give us the one look regular right here.
Coop does an awesome job as far as having feel goes. Great feel, great vibes. He keeps, you know, the morale really high in the clubhouse, so it's a lot of fun to play for him.
Not gonna catch it! Not gonna catch it! Let's go! Let's go! Let's come on! Come on! Come on! Let's get that! Heater up and away?
Up and in.
Up and in. Eyes on Jace. Eyes on Jace. Tag! Oh boy, Jace, get there. Come on, get on 3. Get on 3. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3.
Welcome back to Inside the Yankees. I'm Nancy Newman. In our last show, Hall of Famer CC Sabathia let us in on what he's been up to since retiring. In part 2 today, CC discusses the world champion 2009 Yankees.
You mentioned World Series. You obviously win one in your first season with the Yankees in 2009. What made that team so special?
I think we gelled right away. I think, you know, in spring training, as soon as I got there, me and Andy got really, really close. I was able to follow him around, you know, just watching the way Mo worked, you know, having Swish and Tex and AJ, it kind of just brought a different, like, light to the clubhouse, right? Like, you got, you know, AJ doing the pies, you got Swish with his energy every day. You know, it was just kind of a different feel. And, you know, I just remember, you know, A-Rod came back that, I think it was like May, hits a homer off Guthrie, the first pitch he sees a 3-run homer. And I remember just in my head, I'm like, oh, we're going to win the World Series. Like this team is gelled, is locked in. And just looking back on it, I think it's one of the best, you know, baseball teams ever put together. One of the best Yankee teams for sure. But it just looking top to bottom, it's one of the best baseball teams ever put together, I think.
Yeah, it was a quality team, and you mentioned so many of the players and personalities that were part of it. Later in your career, you happened to be a teammate with a guy who wears number 99. What are your observations about what Judge not only has done this season, but CC, what he's done in his career?
Yeah, no, he's been incredible. He's turned into an all-time great, right? Like we're watching Mickey Mantle or Babe Ruth, or any time that you started getting compared to the guys in the 20s, you know that you're in a different planet. And having a chance just to watch him grow up, I mean, it's been so much fun just from day one. You know, we were there. I was there when he took his first BP out in Oakland, and, you know, the year he made the team. And I remember, you know, I told him this story the other day. I texted him because I was out at my son's game, and every team that I watch now at the youth level, they all have a number 99. Every team, it's the biggest guy, right? The best player on the team is number 99. And I remember when he first made the team in 17, he was thinking about changing his number. And I remember me and Gardy were like, bro, you are a creative player. Like, you're one of one. Like, you have to be number 99. And now looking back now, I mean, like I said, every team has a 99, and just being able to watch him kind of grow up from, you know, being the clubhouse DJ to now being the captain, it's been a lot of fun. And I know, you know, him and Gardy were real close, and Gardy played a big role in, you know, his development. So I'm sure Gardy's just as happy as I am watching him do what he's done.